I'm John, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of starting and scaling a remote cleaning business and why it's an absolute goldmine. But of course, we're going to be going over some of the cons as well, so make sure to watch this entire video in full. So let's just get right into the pros. The first one being scalability. This isn't about finding new clients. This is about scaling, guys, nationwide. From your laptops, guys, hence the name remote cleaning business, you guys can scale this business across any market that you desire as long as you have the right systems in place. With my remote cleaning business, we now have over 15 cleaners and 3 different teams that handle all of the areas in downtown, Brickell, Hialeah, all the way up north to Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale. Because we have systems in place and because we have cleaning providers that are able to do the cleans in those different locations, we can take on as much demand as possible because our teams are able to do the work in their desired locations. The second pro is low overhead costs. I mean, guys, let's just break this down. There's no office, there's no inventory, there's none of these traditional business expenses that you would be taking on if you wanted to start a pizza shop or any other type of brick and mortar location. All you have to really pay for is, once you get the LLC filed, it's your tech stack that ranges anywhere between $300 to $500 a month. That's it. And then, of course, you're going to have your ad spend as well as the amount of money that you're paying your independent contractors. But I always tell this to my students inside of DSA. If you guys are paying a lot in your independent contractor expenses, that is a good problem to have because that means that you're making a lot of money with your business because 50% of the income that you guys are bringing in most likely is going to be getting paid out to your independent contractors. So if you guys are paying independent contractors $5,000 in 1 month, that means that the business did over $10,000 in revenue. But regardless, this business model has beautiful margins, so it's very easy to scale, and it's very easy to be a low enter to get into this industry itself just because it's not that expensive to get everything started up and scaled. Pro number 3, recurring revenue. This is probably my favorite pro about the business model, guys. Cleaning is not a one-off service. Whether you're dealing with residential clients, commercial clients, short-term rental clients, small business owners, you are going to see very quickly if you provide a good high quality service, they are going to book with you again. And if you guys are getting these leads via inbound from a pay-per-lead ad platform like Thumbtack or Google LSA, or even messing around with PPC ads, pay-per-click ads, you will realize that you're going to be paying for that lead once, which is going to be about 25 to 30 bucks. And once you guys have that clean under your belt and with the business, they are going to book with you again, and you don't have to pay for that clean again. Like, the lead is $35 once. That's it. So if you close someone for $300 and you paid $40 for the lead, you paid your contractors $150 for the clean, you are making $110 on that first clean, and then every clean after that, you're going to be making an additional $150 month over month if that was just a monthly clean. A lot of the time, these residential guys, they will book weekly or they'll even book bi-weekly. But anyways, homes and offices, they need constant upkeep. Businesses need to have their places clean in order to have their doors open. And guys, you will stack this revenue recurringly month over month like a snowball. Think about a snowball being pushed in the ground. There might be a month where you do $3,500 in recurring revenue. That next month, it goes up to $5,000. That following month, it goes up to $7,500, etc. So every single time going into a new month, on October 1st or on November 1st, you're going to have a book of business that you already know that you're going to be doing cleans for. So it's unlike sales. It's unlike being a realtor where you have to kill what you eat. You're going to have money on the books regardless if you don't make any new sales going into that future month because of recurring revenue. The last pro of this industry is market stability. Guys, cleaning services are always going to be in demand, even if we are in a recession, because like what I was saying before, business is needed to keep their doors open. People consider cleaning as a necessary expense if you're just someone like me who lives in an apartment down here in Miami. And then it's like, if you have Airbnbs, they're going to have their places cleaned every single time they have a new turn coming in. So they're going to need a clean. It is a recession-proof industry. And no matter what happens in the world, you are going to continuously have your book of business. And unlike trend-based businesses, this industry isn't going anywhere. If I really wanted to, I could scale my cleaning business for the next 10 years and then hand it off to my kids where they can then take over the operations for me and oversee everything that's going on. I'm that confident that this industry is not going to just disappear, where that's just not going to be a reality. A lot of these drop shippers, on the other hand, they have stores that are only up for a couple months before they run out of demand and they have to move on to the next thing. Same thing with copywriting and all these other freelancing opportunities. But in cleaning, I can build this book of business for the next decade, and I guarantee you that this industry is still going to be here when that time comes. So enough of the pros, now let's get into the cons of the remote cleaning business model. The first con is quality control management. I will be completely transparent with you guys. The hardest part about this business model is the hiring and keeping high quality providers on your staff to be doing all the fulfillment for your business. That is by far the most challenging part of this business model. So you guys have to have good SOPs. You guys have to be a leader. You guys have to be respected in your business when you go to hire these cleaners. Because if you don't onboard someone that respects you or is loyal to you or thinks that you're a good leader, they're not going to do good fulfillment for your business, which is everything. That's how you guys make money. So quality control, whether it's clients dealing with your providers or you just having relationships with your cleaners, the entire process from going to a job, doing the clean, all the systems in place, having checklists, all those kind of SOPs to make sure that everything's running efficiently is challenging if you guys are doing this on your own, which is one of the cons. But guys, if you fill out the form in the description and if you want to work with us directly, you can join the Drop Service Academy. We have all the SOPs, every single roadblock that you could possibly think of. We have a video module for, we have templates, we have tutorials, we have SOPs, we have contracts, we have plug and plays for you where you can try to avoid all of this trouble when you guys were to start your business. So just go to the description for that. But the second con is contractor dependence. Your business model relies heavily on the availability of your contractors. So again, this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was just saying before about having high quality providers and how it's the most difficult part. You guys need to make sure that the people that you're onboarding are able to fill the entire work week. If you were able to get a last minute clean or you needed someone in a service area on a short notice, or just in general, having people that are working with you that can even manage your other providers to make sure that you're not the only one running shit. This is crucial, and it sometimes can just be a massive headache, again, if you don't have good systems in place. The third con is customer service demands. This is just simply like dealing with and handling with all the customer complaints that you guys have. In order to scale your business, you need to have proper systems in place so you can easily handle any complaints or any mishaps or any misunderstandings within a client relationship with yourself, whether it's a first-time client, someone that you've been cleaning for months on end, and you kind of like forgot about them because you already had your team of cleaners that were going to those jobs on a daily or a weekly basis. You guys just need to have systems in place so you can just prevent the amount of fires that a lot of these business owners are putting out in the beginning of their entrepreneur career in the remote cleaning industry. Your tech stack is very important, and you guys have to reinvest back into the business so you can be able to have an airtight system so you can scale to those 20, 30, 40K a month goals that you guys probably have if you wanted to start this. So we just talked about the cons of this business model, but guys, these aren't deal breakers. They're just hurdles, and every single business model has them. For example, for quality control, just implement procedures, SOPs for your providers when you onboard them, set the expectations, and be fully transparent with them. Make sure that you tell them that communication is everything. And if the communication isn't there and if the expectations aren't met, then it's hire fast, fire fast. Like that's the expectation that you guys need to be setting. For contractor management, have a multi-avenue channel of finding these contractors. Don't just rely on Indeed. Don't just rely on Facebook groups. Don't just rely on Nextdoor. You guys need to be looking for providers in all these different avenues so then you have a diversified pool of applicants that you can onboard when you need to expand your team. Have a strong vetting process, and again, set the expectations. And for just regulatory compliance at large, guys, just consult with all these other business owners in Facebook groups or on Twitter or on social media, or even someone like an attorney if you guys have any questions about like the system that you guys need to set up to make sure that you're running everything proficiently and legally with this business model. Because again, a lot of people are confused about what a referral agency is and how we pay independent contractors, also known as W-9 workers rather than employees. So if you guys have any confusion about that, just network with people that are doing the same thing, and then you can be able to consult with them and be advised appropriately on if you guys are making sure that you're doing this efficiently. So there you have it, the pros and cons of starting a remote cleaning business. Yes, there are some cons, but guys, the benefits are absolutely ridiculous if you take action on this, if you put in a lot of work and the output is there. Because guys, we have over 250 students now in DSA that have started and scaled a remote cleaning business in 2024 alone, and our top 10 students in the academy are making on average about $22,000 to $25,000 a month. We even had students like Chloe and Stacy that in their first month they made $38,000 in revenue with their business, and they are scaling, they are plugging in virtual assistants, and now they are taking themselves out of the business where they're now overseeing the operations, and they actually have a business, not in just like a glorified job that all these other people people are telling you to start, because if you guys are working 40 hours a week on your business, that is just a glorified job. But with this business model, once you guys hit certain accolades, you can then automate the business and get yourself out of it, where you're now overseeing working only a couple hours a week, like I was able to do in just my 3rd month with my remote cleaning business down here in Miami, and a lot of other students are starting to see that today as well. So if you want to see more content like this and just more information on how you guys can get started with a remote cleaning business, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, comment anything that you guys want to know, but also go to the description of this video and we have a form that you guys can fill out if you want to work with me directly, my business partner Parker, where you guys can come into DSA and you can be mentored and coached by us, where we can hold you accountable to get this idea of wanting to start a remote cleaning business to actually taking action and scaling it to $10,000 in revenue in your first 90 days of being fully operational. Check that out, fill it out, and I'll see you in the next video.